Okay, I was asked to record a video on how to create a shop, so I'm gonna do that really quickly. If you're in your Showit account, go to blank page, and you should have a blank page. If you don't have a blank page, you can just duplicate this page by going here, and then when you go there, you can rename it shop. Click on page, and then you want to delete all this middle stuff. So we'll just go here and click delete. You should only have your header and footer, and then from there, you want to go ahead and click add blank canvas. Move this canvas in between your menu and your footer, and then let's start. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a title, and I'm going to have this say shop my products. I'm going to go to text over here, and I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to click on mobile because I want to do the same thing on mobile. Click that. And then I'm also going to center that text. And then while I'm over here, I'm going to go to size and position. I'm just going to click center to canvas. Click on mobile. And I'm going to have that center also. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image of my product. I already have mine uploaded. I'm just going to use this ebook cover that I have. And if you can see this, I don't have enough space, so I'm just going to come here, bring this down so it can give me more space on the canvas. And I'll do that same thing with my mobile. I'll take my product, put it over here, and I just want to design it a little bit. So around effects, I'll click drop shadow outer, and you see it gives it a lift. So on mobile, I'll go back, click on my image, go to mobile, and I'll also click drop shadow outer as well. And like I said, it just gives a lift. Put this here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a title. So I'll go to heading, and I'll call this Manifested Debug. Manifested Job Debug. Okay. So Manifested Job Debug. And I'm going to put that here. And then, before I do that, I'll go to this canvas, and I'll also put that here as well. And I like the way it looks like this, so I'm going to leave it. But it looks too big over here, so I'm going to actually reduce it a little bit here. And just line it up. Okay, so now that I have that together, I'm going to create a button. And I'm going to click here, click on rectangle, and now I'm going to create my button. And that looks like a really big button, so let me just bring this down, honey. Okay, so I have my button, what I want it to look like over here. I'm going to bring it down to how I want it to look over here. I think I want this button right over here. And I'm going to center it to canvas on mobile. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with the way the button shape is. Next thing I'll do is, let me go back and do that. I'm going to click on the button, come here to shape style, and then I'm going to click on color. I'm going to scroll down to green. I like green buttons. And I'm going to click, excuse me, I'm going to click find a green color that I like. I want something nice and bright. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to hit OK. Then I'm going to go to mobile and I'm going to take that code I just copied and I'll stick it here and I'll put that right there as well. The next thing I'll do is I'll give my button text and I want it to say buy now. Come here with this text and I'll center it. I actually want to change this to Arial bold and I want to make it a little bigger. So then I'll take it, I'll move it over here. I like the way that looks. I'm going to go over to mobile and I'll do the same thing. I changed it to Arial bold. Just keep in mind that what you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. So if you do it on desktop, you need to do it on mobile. And I'll center this text. Okay, so this is what my buttons look like right now. And I feel like I need to align these two together. That's better. And I'm gonna just hover over this and I'll hit align to group and I'll center so the text and button are centered with each other. Next thing I want to do is I kind of want to style my button a little. Just one thing I like to do. And I'm gonna click on the button, go down to effects, and I'll hit drop shadow outer. Click on mobile and I'll also add an outer drop shadow. To me, it just makes the button pop. Okay, so now that I have my items that I want, I'm going to go ahead and connect it so that when someone clicks on buy now, it'll take them to checkout. There's different ways you can do this. I actually use something called Payhip, and that is Payhip, payhip.com. I've been using this for a couple of years. I'm pretty happy with it. So this is what I'm going to use for this tutorial. The next thing I'll do is after I'll go to Payhip. As you can see, I've already created my product. So I want to add Payhip to my website. They give you various options. It says link directly to checkout. I'm going to click on this. It just takes me to the bottom of the page. So it tells me my product page link is this is an example, and then this is the checkout link. And you see the end of my product page ends up here. So my product page is here, and then this is the last four here. That's part of my link. So I'm actually going to take this and I'm going to copy it. And I'll go back to Showit. I'll click on the button and then I'll click on quick actions. I'll put in URL and then I'll put in that code and then I'll click off. But before I finish, I need to go here and get the last four of my shop. So I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go back to Payhip and I'm going to take out the last four of this code and I'm going to replace it with mine. Okay. And for quick actions, it'll apply to both the mobile and the desktop. So you don't have to do it twice, you just do it once. And now that I have that together, it looks like it has already saved. I'm going to click on preview. And now let me click the button. And it takes me here where somebody can put in their email address, click PayPal, and they can buy. But I saw that actually when I click on the buy now, it doesn't do anything. So let me link the actual buy now. So I'm going to click back out. And I'm going to click on this button. I'm gonna get that link one more time, copy, and then I'm gonna click the text by now. Then I'll go to click actions, and then I'll click I need to link to a URL, click that, and I like to open a new window. And then I'm waiting for it to save. And when it saves, there it is. We'll preview, click this. There we go. So that is how I like to create a shop. That's the way that I do it. Some people do use other things like Shopify Lite and things like that. ThriveCart, you can use that, but I've never used it, so I can't really do a tutorial on that. And for those who, let's say you have more than one item in your shop, okay? I'm gonna go here to the mobile and extend this, and then I'm gonna take this, copy, Control C on desktop, and then after I do Control C, I'm just gonna, oh, I'm sorry, Control C, and then Control V to paste. And then once I do that, I'll go ahead and move it over. And then I'll have another one, and then I'll do Control C again, and then Control V. And then I'll move that over. So now I have like 3 products. So then I'll just take this and just, I don't know, swap out the image and change it to something else. Markup. And then you go here to click actions and you just change this information on the button. You change that information, and there you go. You can build out your shop just like that. Very simple, very easy. I hope this helped.